Hello, people. It's me, Scott. You all know the drill. The link is in the description for people who weren't able to join the stream. Anyway, hi. So, it's Saturday, my guys. I just wanted to do something fun since I had nothing to do today. I legit had nothing to do. Later I will, but at the moment, nah. I had nothing. Yeah, this is gonna be a boring stream. Well, not boring, but like, I'm waiting on a few people just to come in, so. Yeah. Anyway, I'll have to leave my camera on so I can entertain you guys who are watching this in the future. So, yeah. Hi. So, um, hey, JamDread. Well, that sounded funny. Anyway, the link is in the description if you want to join. So, yeah. Um, anyway, so I think, okay, so I'm gonna have to tell you this now, but I think I've I'm in the situation where I've kind of lost inspiration to do stuff. And what I mean by that is like I have nothing. I don't know what to do anymore. Like, but I don't know how to explain it. It's just I don't know what to build or what videos I should make. Oh, okay, JamDread. Anyway, but you can join this. I always leave my camera on so that people who can't join can enjoy the screen. But I hope that isn't boring for you. So I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm in this point right now where I'm not losing inspiration, but I don't know what to do for videos or I don't know what to do for like what to build because if you saw in the last one in the last video I'm moving right here Montana. I made this little diesel. Um it's not the best, and to be honest, if I could, I would change these wheels for the ones that hold on, I'm gonna turn off my camera for a minute. Yes, I'm on my bed. Euro Cs are cool. I have. Oh wait, whoops. Let me do this better. Euro Cs are cool. I have an idea. Make a station and recreate an actual engine. You know, most of my engines actually are. Mostly because I'll try to explain it, but like, anyway, let me do that first, and then I'll explain it. So, yeah, all these engines I have, I'm gonna try to get more. So, sorry again. This was not planned at all. I just wanted to do something fun for like a Saturday, or I don't know. It's probably the next day for you. I have no idea. Anyway, here's the main group. So when you buy an actual engine, all of these engines are based off real events or real engines. I mean, but they have sort of like a twist where they're like prototypes or they're like the sibling or something like that. So Scott, of course, is a Ginty or a 3F if you want to be specific. Ben is based off Alfred and Judy, which is the basis of Bill and Ben. I think that's pretty clear to see because of the yellow. Funny enough, if you saw when I animated him, the saddle tank is supposed to be yellow. I mean, yeah, yellow, but this is supposed to be black. But I didn't. Lego does not do these in like a yellow color. Well, I guess more sand, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, that's what Ben is. He's Alfred and Judy. I do not know what their basis is called. All I know is that they're called Alfred and Judy's, and that's pretty funny. Um, Funny enough, Ruben is based off a Rustin engine, and I do not know their basis name because this was actually all I could find about it, which was called a Rustin engine. So that's why his nickname or his real name is RR because of Rustin Ruben. So yeah, Derek, I'm pretty sure you can see that he's based off a Class O. Let me move my camera for a sec. You can see that he's based off a Class 08, and it's yeah. Also, their faces do change. It's just I had him. I wanted to see. This was I kept it because of the Earth Day video, I think it was. So yeah, and even though among popular belief, this guy is actually Scottish. He is a Scottish boy. My reason for that is because he's well. Here's the thing. Excuse me. So he is Scottish because he's a Scottish or not a Scottish. He's an LMS dock tank. I think that is. Yeah. If you search up an image, you can see kind of what it is. But I've made it so that he's like in the American loading gauge. So that's why he has the American accent. but yeah. So he's technically Scottish or British, I guess. But I made him so that he's American. So like basically, imagine like I guess like Hank, if that's a better example. That's what they are. Um, also, so yeah, but I like I said earlier, I think I am starting to go into the realization that I do not know what to build anymore, because I made the tender engine and I scrapped it, and I wanted you guys to build it. So I hope that was I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you guys did watch the premiere. But yeah, I do not know what to build anymore, because at first I made a Classo 7, I think it is, which is Salty's bases. But yeah, I don't know what to do. I built this, and I think this is a Class O2. I think you can kind of see, but like, but like, I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah. But anyway, I wanted to kind of do a thing where like I want you guys to tell me what to build, because like I said, I wanted you guys to tell me like, hey, you want me to build like the tender engine, and I wanted to do that, but I thought since it was so big, it was like no. And I think because I already have all the main guys, like I didn't know what else to do. But yeah. Anyway, so this I always do this thing where like it's a Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, or I guess you did, Jam did, if you have any questions, go ahead. Well, like, I mean, the first one was, but yeah, but like that's the thing. Funny enough, I haven't mentioned it yet, but like this guy is supposed to be a Benjamin. He's a bus, and I haven't done the face yet because I'm still trying to think of it. I'm more likely planning on making it out of Bulgy's face, but like if you can kind of tell with the big nose and like the kind of tired face, um, Ruben is supposed to have that kind of expression. Also, I was oh my god, I this is why I edit. Anyway, so I was working on the Gringotts Branch episode 1, but what triggered me so much was that it was late at night and I was like wide awake. But while recording, the footage just deleted itself. And it was so triggering because like that took so long. The recording was like what was it? What is it? The recording was like 15 minutes, but like but like editing and all that took like a minute and 15 seconds. That is how tedious it is when recording. So, just a heads up for those wondering, you don't have to record every scene, because with editing, if you have you have to record everything, if it's good or bad, because you do not know. So, what I usually do is what you have to do is you have to record the whole thing. So, that's what you basically do for recording. Sorry. So basically when recording like engines like or anything really, mostly Thomas for the fandom, um, you have to record the whole thing. So that's what I did. But like I said, like the whole thing got deleted, so that really sucked. The link above didn't work. But search up the Fowler Dungeon Diesel Hunter. Looks like a engine to recreate. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a really good idea. But what do you mean the link doesn't work? That's weird because usually the link does work. I mean, I had one of my friends tried to join in and he said he couldn't join. I mean, he was backstage, but like he wouldn't like it wouldn't let me sign him in. But yeah. Oh, someone's joining. Hey, it's the big man himself, Battle. Hey, dude, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, man,
I
what's up?
made a I made a thing.
You made a thing? What's the
Yeah,
thing?
it is actually this.
Oh, is that supposed to be? No. Is
No,
it? Darn it!
no,
Darn it! Darn it! I was like, is he trying to make me into like a Tommy? That would have been really cool, but nah.
maybe.
Oh, oh, I'm happy. I'm kidding. I don't know. I tried to send the link to a but it didn't work. That's weird, because my friend Battle here was able to join.
It's
So
in the
that's quite.
description.
Hey, another big guy. How you doing? Why am I talking so fake? Anyway, it's Tech Lick. Oh, no, no, no. It's Lego Tech. Hi.
Hello, Scott. How's it going?
Pretty good. I was saying before, I was working on the Gringot branch yesterday or last night, but the recording like deleted itself. I don't know why.
Oh, I heard
Dude,
that when I was loading in
dude, it
from
like it
on YouTube.
triggered like it. Okay, so you know by now that I have to record at night because the only lighting I have is my room's ceiling light.
Yeah,
So
and then also that you're doing all the voice acting yourself, so it's also quiet at night.
yeah. Oh, hey, dude. Hey, Dead Jam. Or wait, have I been saying dead? I mean, Jam dead the whole time. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Oh my god, that's so awkward. I'm so sorry, dude. Uh, and
You
this
ate
is
all
why
my
I don't.
lasagne battle.
No, I
This is
didn't.
why I edit because I stutter way too much and I mess up a lot. Anyway, so
I'm
so you
genuinely
saw.
confused now that you. Yeah,
Hmm? Go ahead. Sorry.
never mind. No, go ahead.
Okay. So if you saw earlier, I made this little diesel, and I think it's a Classo. Oh wait, shoot! You were the one who said you were gonna make the thump. Oh my god, I am so sorry for that. I feel stupid. Oh, he made the thumper.
Now
Oh my
that's pretty
god, that
cool.
looks cool, dude. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
god,
amazing.
dude. I've been trying to make the piston system for something like that, and I cannot figure it out. I mean, I know how to do pistons like Montana's, but like, dude, I've been trying. Like, that's cool. That's really cool. Hmm. Anyway, so I said earlier that I think I'm slowly starting to lose inspiration, or like I guess not inspiration, but like I don't know what to do with like my own stuff because like I've said before with the Green God branch that kind of took forever, and that kind of made me realize that I don't know how to explain it. It's just I
Sorry, what
just
were you saying? My StreamYard lagged out for me.
Oh, sorry. But like I've been saying, I don't think I I don't know how to explain it. I think I'm slowly starting to go back how I used to when I started to stop like having inspiration because like you can see here that like I have this little diesel and I made the tender engine, but I thought that was a little too small. I mean, a little too big. But then like as it kept going on, I realized that like I regretted that and like I had to make this Classo 7, I think it was, and then I made this one, which is a Classo 2. But it kind of sucks because I wasn't able to like figure out what to do, and
Mm.
it was so tedious because I'm like I don't know, and like I really like the design of this, but like the wheels are a little too big, and like I was planning on giving them to Derek back here,
Proportions are off.
but yeah, that's the thing. If I were to give like these wheels to Derek, it would have looked super weird, and I was planning on doing so. But the wheels would have to been really shrunk or really wide with the let's say Scott's wheels or coupling rods. But then like it would have just looked like he would have been like twice as long or three or hold on, let me see how long this is.
Doesn't Derek have a problem with derailing because his rods go lower than the top of the rail?
Oh, okay. So here's the thing. Yeah. No, he does not have the. Well, it bumps, but he does not derail, which is very lucky. So I mean, it bumps like how to explain. Well, yeah, it just bumps, but like he does not fall. So that's kind of. I find it kind of like interesting because you know how like I don't know how to explain it. Some models do kind of like bounce, which I kind of gives it like the effect. I don't know how to explain it. It's just I like it. I don't know why. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
So I am kind of going through like a little like well not crisis. What's the best way? I'm starting to not know what to build anymore because like I said, the tender engine I scrapped that, and now I'm really mad at myself because I could have like kept that, but I didn't, and I've made diesels now. But
Well, you have the video explaining it, so you could technically rebuild it.
technically I could, but like I tried building it again, and like it just would not work. So like I couldn't find all the pieces back, and like I don't know, it just wouldn't let me like sign like it just wouldn't it wouldn't let me like rebuild what I was trying to rebuild. So that really sucked. And like because I have okay, so I'm pretty sure most Lego builders have this thing where they have their little bin.
Well, maybe instead of building another locomotive or rolling stock, maybe you could build something for the layout.
That's a good idea, but like that, I think I know how to do. I'm just thinking, like, I have a bunch of
Yeah.
rules now that I. Okay, so my idea. Okay, so let me say this better. I have thought of making this small saddle tank, which everyone keeps assuming is Percy, which is the I don't know how to explain it. It's well, not the GAWR one, but the other one, which has like the full. It looks like Pug, basically. You know? Oh, okay. I think everyone left. No, I'm just kidding. They all logged out, but well, now this got awkward. Well, that's just weird. Anyway, so yeah, I am planning on just trying to like find some ways to like, I don't know. It's just I'm trying to find something to do because like the Green Gun branch, that's not working out for me. So either I'm just gonna make some funny little shorts with those, or well, not shorts, but like episodes, or have to or I'll cancel it. But hopefully not. I'm planning on making a new like something with it because it's really fun. So yeah, you got logged out. Anyway, yeah, so either I plan on like fixing or trying to make something funny with the green gut branch, or I just start or I scrap it, which I'm hoping not to because that's really fun for me to do. um, Whoops, I accidentally closed all my tabs. Oh, it's okay. Or wait, hold on. Oh dear, wait. I made it awkward, sorry. Anyway, yeah, so I'm planning, so hopefully I'm not planning on like scrapping the series, but like my idea is that I what is it, make something funny with it. You know how like what is it called, like battles, I mean Big Engines 87 does. That's my ideal plan with that. Can I show off my Frank and Thumper mod? Of course, go ahead, man. I'll put you on full screen so that you can show your models perfectly. Yo, I like that. Oh, okay. So, do you have like? Okay, let me do something for a second. Okay. All right. So here's a cool idea for you. Do you have like these normal sized wheels? Like you have these. You can give a thumbs up if you like. But do you have these like normal sized wheels? No. Ah, man. So you only have like the normal small ones. And Lego Tech is back. Cool. Hey, Lego Tech. I was thinking of ordering some soon. Okay, so that's a good idea. So Thumper, with the Thumper model you were talking about, that's, I mean, you're like that looks great. But like, here's the idea for Fred. So my idea is that let me do this for a second. So my idea, so for this, you can get normal wheels, and what I used to do was that I would get these like little axles right here, or not these axles, or this. And what I would do is I would get an eight long rod, and I would use that for like the little coupling rods, which made it kind of look fat, but like or like made the coupling rods so wide. But honestly, it just works. And then for the middle wheel, if you'd like, you can use like what is it? It's a 3x3 circle with holes. I think it has 5 holes, but yeah, that's what I used to use, or that's what I was thinking for even Fred when I tried using it. So that's an idea for you. Anyway, anyone want to say anything? Because I've been rambling too much.
Yeah, I've been having trouble with my internet. Is any other people having trouble with the stream as well, or is it just me?
I think Battle had to go for a second, and then I think Dead Jam or Jesus, I'm terrible at this. JamDread. I hope I'm saying that right. Oh my god, that is embarrassing. He accidentally kicked himself out, and then I don't know, but I'm not sure. I barely have any Technic pieces. Well, anyway, sorry I cut to you. So I'm just gonna say JD so that I don't ruin it. So I'm terribly sorry, but wait. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna say JD if that's fine. Okay, Jam. Okay, I do not want to miss say anything because I feel so bad because I kind
You
of
don't
have
want to
this thing.
mispronounce stuff.
Exactly. I have this thing where I always like mess up like my words. So anyway, do you want to keep showing your model, Jam? Because I would love to see the full thing. I'll put you in like full screen. So if you don't. There you go. I make these so awkward, I swear. That's cool. I've wanted to do.
That
You've
looks
already.
really great.
I've wanted to do that, but like, one, I don't know how to do. I want to do this thing where like how like I think it's Trackmaster or Take and Play. I don't remember, but you know how it has the thing where you use the wheel and the gears kind of make it so that the pumps or the thumpers, the thump.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I've
think I
tried to
have something
figure out
like that.
that, but like sometimes gears, like the gears are sometimes a little too big, and I don't have that many wheels, so that'd be a lot that would be challenging. I stutter way too much,
Jam,
but
do you only have Thumper, or is there other models you can show us as well?
he has Fred too, so that looks really cool, dude.
He only has 2 models, but those two look great.
They do. You have any questions?
Yeah, so you can. Oh wait, unless Jam has something to go first.
Any questions, Jim? I don't think so. Anyway, did you have a question, Lego Tech?
Yes, you appear to be working a lot on locomotives and rolling stock. What about the layout itself?
Well, layout per se, I really don't know because so the station, I've got the Hogwarts Express station, which I'm planning on modding, but I don't have many colors like bin per se. So like these kind, like the
Yeah,
not yellow, but I don't know how to
tan.
explain it. Tan, yeah. Sorry, I keep forgetting that. So I don't have many tan bricks for like the station itself, but like I'm modifying that. But water tower back there, you can't see it that much, but I'm planning on working on that. But I am still trying to find a way to design what is it, the signal itself and the signal box, because I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not good with buildings and cars, because you saw with the where is it, the small little, where is it, I had it right here, hold on. Well, anyway, you saw the little car I had, and it looked
Yeah.
bad. And then you see Benjamin, and this was just custom made, just, well, not custom made, this was Lego build, just shrunk down. And then yeah, I was gonna make a joke like earlier where it was like, you're not a Lego builder until you know how to build trains, but I'm not a Lego builder because I don't know how to build buildings and whatnot. So that's pretty funny.
Well, I mean, you're building trains, so that's technically because like most builders just use the sets. That's the thing. It's like I look at my local train show at Baylug, and all I've seen is that primarily all their trains were sets, and the only quote unquote mock train was a Duplo Thomas and Friends on a 9-volt motor, pulling my own train coaches in a caboose. My own train caboose.
Oh.
That was the closest thing they had to a mock.
I'm pretty sure that's Battle. Or who's this? Someone. Hello.
Be careful who you let in.
True. Hello. I think this person's gonna stay muted, but anyway, that's very interesting. So also, for if you didn't see in the chat, he did put that he's gonna make a Rusty, but that's gonna, or Jam said that he's gonna make a Rusty, but it's a little in scale or a little taller than Thumper. And that's the thing. Here's the let me say that again. So I try to keep my models in scale with almost every building I've made. So my thing is that, like, say like my bus, which is Benjamin, he is like in scale with my other models. So basically what I'm trying to say is that narrow gauge you can make a little bigger, but like your models itself have to be big too, because you can't have a small engine that's not going to fit, like, say you're like a little person. So I try to keep mine a little big, because like this scale is what usually people use for tender engines, and I don't mind. I'm not saying that that's not what they should do, but like I usually try to keep my engines big so that when I make a bigger tender engine, it's like bigger. Especially since I'm trying to keep all the detail in, especially for, like, say Montana, which I think is my most detailed engine. Well, not really. I don't know. Anyway, hello.
I must say though, your models are built at an 8 wide, which is unrealistic to the British because it would be more 6 wide or 7 wide.
Yeah. Okay, so answering that question, Derek actually. Oh shoot, Derek actually is my only 8-wide locomotive right now because I can only do that with the wheels itself, like the external side rods. But all of my other engines are like 6-wide, even Montana, which I don't think is realistic.
You can make them 7-wide, but you would have to get a lot of jumper plates.
Yeah, and I don't think I have that many, but like, um, I'll think about that. But like, I have tried to make a 7-wide engine, like the running board, but like that I tried working on my Thomas for that, but like that took so much of my willpower, and the engine ended up just breaking. So
Whatever
that really
happened to your Thomas anyway?
the
What
small one
was that?
or which one?
The one that you got with the Big Ben brick wheels.
Okay, so that one, I ended up using most of their pieces because one, the Thomas had to use Montana's bricks, which is why he looked kind of weird without his pistons, and like yeah, so most of the pieces for the Thomas, I was gonna plan on showcasing it and making a joke that it's like Tamish the Trank engine, you know how like Sam's or what's his name Smith movies made his like Thomas the tank engine,
I have not
what's
seen that. What was it?
oh he's the guy who made the Lego Flying Scotsman and all his like really
Yeah,
good
I know who Smith Movies is, but I don't remember the video. Did he take it down or something?
I'm not sure actually, but I know it was an April Fool's video he made. Yeah. So this I was on this anyway. Sorry for saying that. What was I gonna say? Oh my god.
I didn't really like Smith Movies mocks because I mean, as much as they were 6-wide, they were a little bit basic. If I'm being honest,
he had to he tried to make them like where it was like Lego scale or like he had to do so much with Lego. So like he had to fit it in Lego scale. And I think that's like kind of cool. But like again, if I were to like show say Scott, you can see that the wheels look so out of place and then like the coupling rods, so but like I do try to keep it in Lego scale because one, I like Legos and whatnot, but then two, I try to keep it so that like they're all like Lego related, not like well I guess not Lego related, but
yeah. I mean, Jinsu Brick Railway. Surprisingly, he does all his models in 8-wide, probably for detail or ease. So it's not exactly compatible with the sets.
I think I did. If you saw his latest videos with the narrow gauge engines, he made it so that the narrow gauge, I think, were 4 or 6 wide. I think they were. So I think that's what it is. Like you have
the
to make
slate
your
wagons are 4 wide.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure the narrow gauge engines are either 4 wide or 6 wide. Because I know someone, I don't remember who it was, but he made like really cool like big models that looked almost like the models itself. Well, not with so much detail, but like it looked almost like it. But like yeah, he tried making it like I saw that he made his miniature engines like Mike's Wreck and Bert. He made them 4 wide, and then his narrow gauge engines were 6 wide, and his big like standard gauge engines were 8 wide, which I found really interesting. So it kind of does work. Why does it kind of? But also, so I saw I saw Ginger Brick's Railways video about his bill and ban, and I was actually considering to make my bin model 8 wide, but I thought that would look so like proportionally wrong because one, this would have to be a little longer. I mean wider. The pistons like I would have to find a way to like get it over, but I can't do that because one Lego doesn't do it where
Your
like
bin model is your best one.
honestly, yeah. I even tried making like another one. Well, I guess Montana's the best example because the coupling rods. But even then, Bin like it's funny. I should just call myself like I should have just renamed my channel Bin. But Scott is like my main guy, which is pretty funny. So I find it funny that everyone likes Bin, which is I mean, he does most of my videos, but that's a story for another. That's a video for another day. So, yeah. You were gonna say something? Anyway, I've been like, it sounds like I'm screaming.
Scott is the guy that you've put the most money into custom wheels and custom mods.
Yeah. To be honest, I was gonna say Scott was the one who started it all, but to be honest, it was Derek, because he was the one.
Then again, Bin cooked you a quesadilla.
Yeah, he cooked me the
Then
good
again,
quesadilla.
Ben cooked you a quesadilla.
A quesadilla, the good stuff. I'm not. You can see. That's why I kind of made him have like a smirk look because that's the thing. Like he's supposed to be the funny guy, but like knows when to be serious. So kind of like Bill and Ben, of course. Who is this? Helpy the Pecket. Hello. Hello. Wait, I'm lagging. Oh, that was earlier. Never mind. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, if anyone else has noticed, I've kind of made it so that the engine's faces, like for sure, like Scott and Bin, like they kind of have their like Lego counterparts, like counterpart faces. Because if you can tell, their faces are kind like their eyes are kind of wide, like a little wide. But like say like Derek here, his eyes are kind of like in center. So I find that really like I don't think anyone else has noticed that, or I'm pretty sure they did. They just didn't say. Private chat. Hoi hoi guys. Hello. I'm gonna type in the chat because I'm lagging. You're not really lagging, but it's not that noticeable is what I'm trying to say. Wait a minute, can you guys hear me? No, actually. You're just it's just your mic's on, but like sometimes you're like or not sometimes we just can't hear you. If you're trying to say something, then you can if you want. I'm gonna small engine into a small tender. Ooh. Okay, so that's another thing. What I've been saying, like, so with this, like, say for the diesel, I wanted to make instead of making that big tender engine, which was the red one, I was planning on making a small one, which was an 040 tender engine, and I think that's the Furnace's one. That's what I was trying to base it off. The Furnace. I don't remember which one it was, but it was a Furnace 040, and I tried to base it off of that with the cab being modified, but I ended up not liking it. Man, I regret like destroying my tender engine. I hope you guys have actually like I hope that was actually a lot helpful for you because I wanted you guys to actually enjoy it so that mine didn't so like I wouldn't have to make the regret or you guys could actually make your own because imagine if I didn't make a video with that would have sucked for you guys. I don't know if my mic is working.
You could possibly still part one together. It might not be 1-to-1, but it could be similar.
Yeah, I am trying on doing that, but like I am planning on making a different engine. So I am planning on making like what was it? Like I said, I was planning on making another saddle tank, but I like having my engines have like their actual coupling rods. Like say for Bin, I love like this little simple design. So like I try to make the little saddle tank that I was talking about. They're like all around. You can find little saddle tanks like mostly in green and like I think some are red and some are black. Here's an 060 with those like small wheels I can put. Oh, so you're saying like the one? So you're saying like these ones, these normal ones. So that's very interesting. So yeah, I was trying to say like, so basically I would have kept this wheel arrangement, but like, I wouldn't have added the coupling rods, the extra coupling rods, but like, I do not like doing that. I like having my engines look exactly like the real bases. That took so much willpower. Anyway, but yeah, I am trying to like figure out a new engine. I am thinking if you guys want me to, I would plan on making a Great Western 14X. No, not a 14XX. Oliver's bases. You know,
Isn't Oliver the 14XX?
I think he is. I don't know exactly, but I'm pretty sure he is. I was wait, is it no? Anyway, yeah, I'm either thinking of making Oliver's bases and then or something else with like a four arrangement, so like with four
What about
wheels.
a porter?
A porter. So
You said they're your favorite American locomotive.
so that'd be a good idea, but what is it? What was I going to say? I don't have. I'm very limited to coupling rods because as of now, I can only make the old Scott's old coupling rods. So it'd be the 11 long rod, and that's all I can do really. Or I can make
Maybe
it
you should
smaller.
make some more rolling stock if you could.
You know, I actually can. It's just I don't know. It's just I want to build like one more engine since like that'd be kind of wasteful for me to like not make another tender engine. I mean, not a tender engine. I'm trying to make another. I have. Oh my god, this is why I had it. But like I was trying to say, this is why I kind of have Oh my god! I just stopped dead in my
train
tracks.
just passed my room.
Excuse me? I didn't hear you. Sorry.
A train just passed my bathroom.
I'll have to think about that.
Because like where I'm like staying, there's a train line behind me. It's the main line.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am trying to make so like I said, I can make a bunch of rolling stock. I've just made another truck and I'm planning on probably making more. Since coaches, I think I'm gonna stop there with 3, but I am planning on making a bunch more trucks for my quote unquote army. But
Also,
go ahead.
just a quick question. Did you name your branch line after the bank in Harry Potter?
You know, I think it is that because it was I had it like what was it? My dad had his friends and my dad had some friends that also liked Lego. Or no, my dad's friend's kid liked having Legos and he stopped playing with his Legos after a while. So he gave me his Lego bin. So eventually I found that, which was hold on, let me point to it right there, which was the Gringotts. And I was like, I never heard. At the time I didn't know what Harry Potter was, but I thought it looked cool. But then as I got older, I was like, wait, that's Harry Potter. But I think I think it just sounds nice. So
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I
I
found it so funny that it was Harry Potter, and I was like, I mean, that's funny. Like most of my stuff is Harry Potter related, like the little station, the bus, and the name, which is very funny. So what might as well. I mean, it is a British train show. Well, not British, but they're just the trains are well British.
impression.
Yes, I am stuttering way too much. This is so funny to me. But here's the thing. I also have a bunch of let me zoom in my screen. I'll make it let me do that. Anyway, so yeah, I have a bunch of wheels, but they're mostly flanless. So every Lego wheels that I get from Big Ben Bricks, you guys should recommend. I recommend those for trying to get wheels. You always end up getting 4 sets of wheels, and since I usually go with 060s or 6 wheel bases, I always end up having the extra a flanless wheel. So I actually have it, but that's the thing. I have so many flanless wheels, but I don't know what to use for them. I was planning on making the engine Alfred is based off, or not Alfred.
The B12.
Not the B12. Which one was it? Albert, that one. The furnace engine.
Albert.
The 242 engine, the furnace one.
Yeah,
So
I think him.
Yeah, I was planning on doing that because I had extra flanless wheels for bin, but I couldn't get myself to find all the pieces, so that kind of went down. But that's the thing. I have so many wheels, it's just they're flanless, and I have to use these little truck wheels. And I don't know how to explain it, but the little yeah, just truck wheels, you know? So
You know what's funny?
what's up?
I was gonna make a show with Hornby, and it was gonna be called the Norfolk Railway. It was a heritage line, and I realized that there was a line in America called the Norfolk.
Mm. Oh,
So
did
Norfolk
you
and Norfolk, it wouldn't work, so I cancelled it.
Oh. Would you want to start would you want to start doing it actually? Would you want to actually
Mm, well, I am planning on doing a show with my friend at school
Ooh,
based on in Australia. It's pretty cool, I guess.
interesting. That's
But
very
the pain is we have to modify wooden railway stuff because that's the easiest thing we can do. So
interesting they said.
yeah, but I have been trying to build up a collection of Lego trains too.
Very interesting. That's very cool. And I think it's fun with Lego because you can actually build your actual models. I guess the model series from Thomas where they built their models literally from the ground up. So it was that's pretty cool. And even before, if you saw my first video, which was the first edited one, which was the Runaway Scott, that one had it where what was it? Where it felt like I was recording an actual video or actual episode from the model series, which was really nice. So
Yeah.
I think it's a good it's like a really cool feeling to make your own like little videos with your little models, and I find that really cool. It reminded me of like I felt like I was making an actual episode from the model series, which is a really good feeling.
Yeah, it's even more
Yeah.
fun when you have your own characters you've created for it.
Exactly.
I mean, you got some pretty interesting and pretty good characters for this series.
I wanted
My
to test my
favorite-
mic. Is this working? Because
That's working.
Yes, it's
Okay,
working.
good.
You're
Because it
good.
wasn't working before. Sorry.
Anyway, so your
Wait.
mic was unmuted. Did you want to say anything earlier? Because I'm pretty sure you wanted to. I don't know.
Oh, I went into the basement to start working on some of my models.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. I have a question. Would you much rather make your train 6 studs wide or 8 studs wide?
It depends, I think.
Wait, what was the question again?
Should you make your trains 8 studs wide or 6 studs wide?
That's a tough question because I know some people that even like some people go 8 wide, but
I have an answer for him. Oh, sorry.
no, it's okay. But there's some things for me personally. So like engines like Derek, which was the external side rods. I had to make them 8 wide, but like engines say like bin and whatever, like whichever one. I keep them in scale with 6 wide, but it's really your choice because it's whatever you think is like in scale. I just go 6
The thing,
classic
the thing
Lego.
I use is depends how big the locomotive actually is. If
Exactly.
it's an E2, it'll be 8 studs wide.
Hmm.
If it's like a saddle tank, it'll be 6.
I think yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because like most of my small engines, like that's the thing. Like I said, I try to keep them in scale with Legos, actual models, but you know, like I said, it's whatever you choose.
I mean, my recommendation is if you're building British or European locomotives, build them
Yeah.
in 6 studs wide or 7 studs wide. That is very
Yeah.
realistic.
Hmm.
If you're going to build American engines, build them in 8 studs wide. I would highly recommend 8 because I've seen a 6 stud wide big boy, a 4014, or 844, and that does not allow for all the detail because of how big they are and how much they actually overhang the tracks. Actually,
Yeah, I get like. Have you guys heard the Lego Disney train?
the Lego Disney train was awful. It was not realistic at all.
I didn't like the
I know.
coupling rods to be honest. Like that's the thing I've noticed with Lego. Like remember the Emerald Knight? That was pretty cool with the coupling rods. But then after a while, it just like they totally cheapened out, especially when they started using like basic wheels. You know.
Yeah, like Lego
Yeah.
could like I know exactly what you're talking about. These were the good. Oh, let me show you what I mean by the good old couplers.
Like,
But yeah, I have been
did you
trying
mean
to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
like my dad had like a Lego 7710 locomotive? You know what that is?
I don't really. Sorry.
Oh, but it has like the classic couplings.
I think I know
Oh,
exactly what you mean. I have a few of those classic couplings. Give me a second. I'm trying to get mine. There they are.
well, there's someone named A here. So. Hi.
Okay, I got my classic.
Okay.
I have my. Oh wait.
You sound like you're struggling, like it's really heavy.
So this is what you mean by the classic couplings.
Yeah,
Like you can remove the magnet,
yeah.
and then like you can get like this. Where's that? I have 2 of them. And then if you don't want those buffer pieces, you can have one of these pieces. And this is on the Santa Fe Super Chief. You can take the piece and attach it right there. And now you have a coupling that is on a Lego piece. You only have the coupling to allow
Yeah.
for you to build like custom buffers on the
Yeah.
side. Or if you're doing an American locomotive or Chinese or Japanese, because they're basically the same, you have just the coupler and you don't need like the buffers on the side, which makes it unrealistic.
Oh,
Realistic
okay.
thing.
Yeah, but for my tender engine, or my tank engine at the moment, I'm gonna have to use like the modern day couplings.
Ugh, I know exactly how you feel. They are not good.
I know.
I know.
They only work for like, have you heard of Smith Movies? Yeah.
Yeah, Smith Movies, he uses the modern day couplers.
Yeah,
I actually have a question for you. Where did you buy those? Because I've been trying to find those, but I don't know where to find them.
Wait, these
Oh,
old
I've
people?
just gotten them from like classic Lego things I have lying around.
I don't have classic Lego. The only Lego set I've ever had is either the Hogwarts Express, the new one, which doesn't have the magnets, or it's the blue one, the big blue one. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no metal in the Hogwarts Express set. Lego's trying to be quote unquote more environment friendly, but then they're doing power functions, which is extremely like Lego's being a hypocrite here. They say how they want to be environment friendly by having no more. You remember the old wheels where they had a metal axle and then they have the magnetic couplers?
Yes.
Yeah, well, Lego says they want to be more environment friendly, so they're not doing that for the Hogwarts Express. Yet they're using the power function system, or powered up now, which chows down on batteries, which is awful for the environment. Just go back to the 9-volt system, Lego.
I mean,
Am I the only one that really wants those metal rail Lego tracks like from the?
No, you're not. I mean, I would love to get my hands on some 9-volt stuff because it's really good, but it wouldn't work for my trains because I build primarily big American stuff.
Yeah.
All this is so new to me. I've literally only ever bought 2 Lego train sets in existence.
I have a few, and Lego's quality on them was completely awful. I mean, I think Scott could definitely agree with me on this. Was Lego 60052, the blue cargo train I had, which I had, was a big disappointment compared to previous ones we've gotten.
Yeah, honestly.
Because like all the
say Lego, sorry.
Because the previous, go first, Sam. Scott.
Do you sometimes have the feeling that you just want to crash a train?
Wait, who are you? Which one? Me?
Who has the feeling that you just sometimes want to crash one of your Lego trains?
I've been planning on doing like with my series coming up. I am planning on doing some kind of funny crash or some serious one, but like nothing like I don't know. It's sometimes fun, especially when you're a kid. But like I was gonna ask you. So here's the question though: what if so many like as time went on? What happens if like like say I don't know how to explain it. So like, what if you didn't have the battery track? Like, how would that work? Because I think the battery. I understand what you mean by like the moving one. But, like I think it's quite like it's interesting to see like your It's not like you have
the electric track.
I don't know how to explain it. It's just I think it's a lot more simpler than having like a motor pushing it than the actual like track doing it. And I like both ideas, but like I think it's better to have it
Lego turned into Hornby for a split 2 years.
Yeah, and I think that's cool, but like I think it's just more like not convenient, but like I think it's just more simpler because like you can have all the tracks instead of having because like what if your only battery box was the metal tracks, and you can't use that. So
you bring up
like it was so much simpler, but like it's like I don't know how to explain it. Like both have their pros, but both kind of have their cons.
Yeah, I see what you mean. The 9-volt system has its cons because of price, but it's very convenient. However, surprisingly, you could turn your standard power functions track into 9-volt track. Bevan's Rich did a video on it, and Alex Nunes. You get this copper foil tape, you put it over the rails, and it works just like 9-volt track. But one thing I have to say that you bring up that's a good point with the power functions track is look at Trix Bricks. Like, they have all the curves you want, switches, and all the tracks, and it's so cheap for straight tracks, which is the main piece everybody's after, that Trix Bricks has mastered power functions. However, if you were to go into 9-volt, you would only have the standard Lego curves. Straights you would need are crazy expensive, and motors and switches as well are hard to get as well, and everything's expensive. The only cheap part is the curves because everybody has too many of those.
Imagine converting the Emerald Knight into 844.
Actually, speaking of a Union Pacific engine, my friend criticized me for this because it's a little too. I have this red locomotive which is in a 460, not a tender. I think I'm going to change this into Union Pacific 4466, which will just be an 060 tender engine, so I can have a powered truck behind.
I like that. That looks pretty cool.
Scott, the boy Lego 3S cinematic universe.
Right. But I do think Lego needs to step up their game because I've looked in the past and like some of Lego's best sets were with the 9-volt trains. So the one thing we did get in the 9-volt era was the
Who really wants to have one of those build your own train sets?
oh, like the My Own Train theme again.
Yeah.
Me, I heavily want that.
Me too. Like, I don't know why. I just want it because it's everywhere. I just want it.
Well, one of the things that the 9-volt system made that possible, if you think about it, because look at how easy it was to just motorize it. You just had to buy the motor.
Imagine if Lego did My Own Train, but instead it's British. It's
British? I don't think they would have done it in British because the caboose is more recognizable than a brake van.
Do you realize that when you're going to build a Lego train, you need so many specific pieces?
Yeah.
Because like I'm a ship fan, and I've built quite a lot of Lego ships, and like you just only need some black, red, white, yellow, and then you're done. But for trains, you need these all specific pieces to make it work.
I really want to get that entire My Own Train theme. That's my dream set. But what I'm going to point out here was you can see how easy it was to motorize stuff with 9-volt. You can't exactly motorize stuff extremely easily with power functions. That was the reason we got all those good sets from back in the day. So that's
Just questioning. Do you guys have a Discord server?
I do not. That's why I use this.
You know, I actually remember suggesting that one time.
Oh no! My past is being torn. It's being ripped. No. Titanic Honor and Glory is getting a new website, the place where I could get everything from.
Duplo.
And now, the Titanic Honor and Glory is a really enthusiastic Titanic group, and they have millions and millions and millions of people in it, and they're making a video game based on a murder, and you have to try and solve it.
Trying to get
And now Duplo Thomas is trying to kill me. That's nice.
Also, just a heads up. I'm probably gonna go somewhere on Monday. Because one, I'm skipping school because I'm a bad boy, you know. But I am planning on recording my time while I'm there. It's kind of a secret right now, but you'll know. But I'm gonna ask you guys now. You like what engine should I take to like go? Like you know how like Terrier 55 Stepney has like he has like his little model of Stepney and like takes pictures and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm surprised he does that, if I'm being honest. That Hornby Stepney is extremely rare and extremely expensive, so I'm surprised it hasn't gotten stolen. My recommendation to you, Scott, is either bring Scott or Bin, or both. They look durable, and they are your best models, in my opinion.
You know, I think Ben as well.
Wait. So you guys said Bin and Scott?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think.
They're your most durable and best looking, and Bin is a pretty small engine, and Scott is the main head of your channel. And plus, they're very popular, so why not just bring both of them?
Oh my god, Scott is blue. Thomas is taking engine rip off. I was joking there.
So, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, have you guys heard of Jimmy the Ginty?
Jimmy the Ginty? Yeah, I've heard of that series. Or I think it is a series, or I don't remember. But I heard some.
It is a series.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
And like, I showed one of my friends it, and he said, "Why is this a Thomas knockoff?"
Bringing that up, my series isn't supposed to, or my engines aren't supposed to be rip-offs. It's supposed to be somewhat in like the universe of Thomas. You know how like Jack in the Pack?
Yeah.
That's basically my idea with this.
Who here really didn't like Jack in the Pack, actually? Because I actually wasn't a fan of that.
I wasn't.
Yeah, because trains are better. Cars are cars.
I like Jack in the Pack really didn't hit it with me because first off, I was watching Bob the Builder at the time, and I was thinking this is just an awful knockoff. And Jack in the Pack doesn't really sit too well with me in the TTE universe. Like I was thinking, why Jack in the Pack? Why not Birdie and his friends?
You know, I've actually thought like I thought that too as a kid. Like I always thought that was very interesting. And I remember it was my birthday one day, and then I was like, I want this Thomas DVD, and they're like, okay, but then they got me the Jack in the Pack one. And I was like, this isn't Thomas, and they're like, oh, it's Thomas because it's Train with Face. But I think they were referring to Thumper or what was his name, Buster, that one, because of the steam plot. What was it? I don't
Steam
remember.
steam construction vehicle.
Yeah,
I,
that
I don't know. I mean, I've been around construction equipment my entire life, and it makes sense that they're using steam-powered equipment on Sodor, but I was thinking a better idea instead of Jack in the Pack. Why not Birdie the Bus or whatever? Because we've known him since the beginning.
Yeah,
And
I
it'd be
thought that
cool
was.
to-
I think Birdie, the Lorries, George, and all of them. I think
Yeah.
they would have been like a really. And I think if you guys know Mr. A the Hedgehog, he made something like that, and I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah, that was. And that's one of the reasons I brought it up, because I think a Birdie series would be superior to the Jack in the Pack, because the Jack in the Pack was a knockoff of Bob the Builder. It wasn't exactly the most interesting, and Hit didn't want it because it was a knockoff of their series. If they did a Birdie series, which is about cars, I think Hit would be all in, going, that's perfect, we'll do it. And it might have been better
Which
because
Birdie appeared in that era. He barely appeared like one or two episodes. I doubt they could make like a full scale, large model to interact with things. I mean, it'd be a good idea, but like, I don't think it'd be like possible considering. I don't know.
maybe you're right, but maybe you're wrong. You never know.
Can anyone relate to me, or can anyone agree that like cars and diesels are literally just the same thing? Like that's why no one likes diesels, because they're literally just the same thing as a car, but it's just a box on railroad tracks. Does anyone else think that?
Some cars I could say yes, some cars I cannot agree with.
The model work in
Yeah, I
If
can.
you're saying a Honda Civic, then yes, but if you're talking about a Mustang or a '68 Camaro or a Superbird, then no, because I'm learning how to drive. I've worked on different cars. Some cars are different than others.
Yeah. But like what
If
I'm
you're
But
talking
diesels,
about C1 or
diesel locomotives, those I can agree. Those would just bother me.
Yeah, same.
What are your thoughts on
like
T?
I'm
model
just
work
saying
in Jack in the
because, like,
Pack really impressed
most
me, and I
diesels
just
are-
love how they sacrificed Patrick just to yeet him into a bowl of cement, which I just found that very.
What were we gonna say, Scott?
I was gonna say like so. I'm not saying that all diesels are like cars, but what I'm saying is like to me like even as a little kid, I was like, it's just a car on train tracks that goes beep beep. Like that's the thing, and that's why I like steam engines so much, is because like you hear these variety of whistles, and like there's just so many. There's like so many varieties of them, and I find that
You're right.
cool.
I mean, I do like a lot of diesels. I love F units. I love E units. I love a lot of switchers. For
Well,
instance, a lot
same.
of my area in my nearby
I
railroad.
don't know. I
I
don't
do
know
like-
what it is,
Yeah,
but steam engines have something that diesels will never have.
steam
Yeah,
engines
that's
and
what I mean. That's exactly
steam
right.
engines are still being used surprisingly, and they will never be retired fully.
In some parts of Africa, the Garrett is still used like diesels
Yeah,
never
'cause-
invented.
Yeah, because like
In
there's just
China,
one.
there's still
Yeah, because there's just one area because like there's so much coal over there that they just stopped using the diesels because it was cheaper to use the steam locomotives instead.
in the United States. The Norfolk and Western Railway didn't dieselize until 1960, and they had their steam engines on standby for another few years because of how much coal they were using.
You all are so lucky because all of you see a bunch of like real locomotives, and all I get is a trolley. You know, like those little tramway trolleys. That's all I
That's
get.
the same I get. I'm not that much different.
I only really get diesels in my town. Granted, they're from the 80s, but
You know, oddly lucky to see a diesel at all.
Yeah, me too.
no,
An Australian,
yeah, you're right.
Australian tank
But
engine.
I don't get any trains.
oh wait, let me say one more thing. So steam is still being used on a couple coal railways in China in 2021, and then Union Pacific is still technically using steam for 844 and 4014. And since
30 and
Union
also 30.
Pacific-
Wait, what about 3985?
3985, I really wish they were going to run her, but she's currently going to be a parts engine for 4014 because the Challengers were big boys with designed to spare parts. Union Pacific wants the more popular engine to be the one that they have because they're only going to have two because they're cheap and they only get the steam to use for amount of money.
Like In
But-
Australia, we have like
Oh, that
the,
sucks.
you
Because
know, in
3985 was
Australia,
like it was essentially like the 4014 of its time.
Yeah, it was my favorite too. I don't like
you
44. I
know,
like 985.
you,
But
you know,
one
in
thing
like
to
Australia,
note for you guys is that as long as Union Pacific's running, technically the era of steam railroading will never die because of 844.
Yeah,
It
and
has never been
844 was
retired.
never.
Never
Yeah,
will.
exactly. It was never actually retired from the roster.
if you didn't know, in Australia we have like millions of coal mines and fields, and we had this tank engine that was based off a tender engine, and it's like really long, and stayed in service from 1912 to 1987.
Wow.
Wow.
Because it was so useful for the coal transporting of Australia, so they just kept them. And
So
none of them,
what happens to the
and
fate
none
of
of
the
them,
locomotive?
they just like diesel took over them, and none of them have been scrapped. They're all museums.
Oh, so that's good because that it survived because it was so efficient for so long. When it was its time to go, it was not being scrapped. It was being put in a museum.
Yeah, and like I think diesels are only better in a way that doesn't take so long to start up.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest. I do like some electric engines as well, like
Yeah.
the Pennsylvania GG1. If you saw those.
No, I live in Australia.
Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, excuse me on that. But
Yeah,
they're
but
pretty big, and they pulled Flying Scotsman a lot on its USA tour.
3801, my favorite steam locomotive, double-headed with Flying Scotsman. It's an honor.
I really wish we had like steam still being used in more use, because one thing I have to say here is, have you guys ever seen the movie Unstoppable?
No.
No, I wanted to, but everyone kept telling me like it's just a train movie. That's why you want to watch it. So they kept telling me.
Has anyone seen the movie called The Train?
Oh yeah.
It's really good. I love it.
Well, to
It's-
summarize, I haven't seen the train yet, but one thing I have to say, if it's okay, if I'm going to say a bit of the plot of Unstoppable, is simply a really fat guy starts a train up, hops up to throw a switch, but he's so fat and lazy he can't get back on. The train runs away because with modern diesels, you don't have to be like super fit to work on them. You can be like morbidly obese like this guy was, and the train runs away with a
You
nuke
can be
the
like
size of the Chrysler
the
Building.
top hat.
Yeah, well, essentially, if we were using steam engines, first off, we would have a caboose in the back, so there would be braking, but they didn't even tie the air hoses, so there was no brakes on it. And if it was a steam engine pulling it, not just would we have a caboose with employees on the back of the train, but the train would stop over time because you have to keep on shoveling coal with the firebox. The fire would go out, train lose steam, stops.
And not to mention, the fireman would have been there to stop the train to let him on.
Exactly. So this is the reason I have a problem with modern diesels. You can be really lazy and get on them.
Yeah, sometimes
Ever
like,
wonder,
if you
like-
think about it, most runaway trains happened with diesels.
What?
Ever-
How many diesels?
Steam trains run on
like,
coal instead
you
of.
guys obviously, do you guys know the episode Old Iron?
Old Iron? Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
where Edward chased down
Yep.
James?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that incident was actually based off a runaway diesel.
Yep. That makes sense because it would never actually happen with a steam engine. Its fire would go out and it would stop.
Yeah, so apparently the fireman went to go do something in the episode, and the boys were like, you know what, let's screw this guy's man over, like let's screw this man's life over, and then just started the train.
Yep.
But here's the thing: would some of them be shoveling the coal in? I want to know.
You would have to if the train was to continue to go on because it would run out
Also,
of steam.
if the engines are described to have stopped themselves, couldn't James have stopped himself?
Yeah, you're right. He could have. He should have.
Or
And-
is it like in the universe where they get to a certain point of speed that they can't stop?
I can't stop even though I'm the one running. I'm tired, but I can't stop myself from running. Oh no.
Wait. But if they don't move by themselves, couldn't they just sleep the entire day?
I don't know. It's somehow using his energy, but he has no control over it.
Someone needs to please confirm how they move? Like, we know how they move. Like, can they move on their own? Can they stop themselves? Or
I
can
guess
they
they,
start
like-
up themselves? Or
I guess they like
can they
control their
start
own
themselves
steam. I don't
or
know.
stop themselves?
Oh yeah, apparently I checked this website out a bit. Sorry if I'm getting a little off topic, but they're still selling QJs, SYs, and SJs in China. You know, those steam locomotives that were producing like 30 years ago. 30 years ago.
Didn't they start? Yeah, they started production like really late.
Yeah, they started the production of the QJ locomotive, the last steam locomotive in production, in a
60s?
massive production, in 1964, and British Railways was dieselizing at that time. And the production stopped in like the late 80s, and on the mainline China railways, steam was fully withdrawn in late 2010s. But they're still being used on coal railways, as well as SY and SJ class locomotives. But we have a few of
If
those
you could have
locomotives.
one steam locomotive that was scrapped, come back to life, what would it be?
Jinty.
Wait, Jinsies were all scrapped?
I think so. I'm pretty sure,
No,
right?
one of them still exists.
I would-
One of them still exists.
I mean,
Wait, okay, let me think of one.
Does it
Wait,
have
but-
to be a class of locomotive, or could be like a specific locomotive from a specific train that was scrapped?
It could be any. Like, it could be a certain class or locomotive.
I forgot the class, but I would love either a Hudson, a streamlined one, or non-streamlined. I don't care.
oh, like the Dreyfus Hudson?
Yeah, the Dreyfus Hudson. You saw that if you saw either
Same.
which one.
What about
And do
But
some
I-
double block.
Or I would love to see the
This
Blue
would be
Comet
really-
come back
this
because
would
The
be
Blue
really-
Comet? Yes.
like here's my reasoning. Like I would as much as I want to see the Hiawatha beat Mallard because Mallard cheated technically. If you think about it, I would prefer the Blue Comet to come back because since it's not streamlines and it's kind of basic, people wouldn't be afraid to run it like they are with Scotsman and Mallard. It was historically cool, but it wasn't like too important. So people would be
This
willing.
is like a really bold choice, but I would much rather bring back the K2.
Yeah, that's a good one. You know, I'm
People
so
think that they actually
If you
have
didn't know,
This one, I mean,
I
this
would
one's kind of
love-
unpopular, but if you agree, that's great. What about like the LBSC K class?
Okay, I thought you were gonna say an E2 for a second.
I was
but-
gonna say E2 and a tram.
E2
I
is
mean,
so
generic,
overrated.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
K class. You know, actually, that doesn't look like a bad idea. Now, I would say here we should not bring back the E2 for a good reason. It's
Yeah.
because if we did, we would end up having people just be super toxic about and just paint it only blue.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But to be honest,
Community.
E2s are
Insane
so.
about it.
But
like, they're
imagine if Aubrey actually got what he wanted and Thomas became a J50.
Can we still have A50?
That would have been interesting.
Oh, and if you didn't know, I think people are trying to rebuild the J50.
Really?
Ooh.
Wait,
People are
guys,
trying to rebuild the Pennsylvania T1. If that
Yeah,
gets
I was just
rebuilt,
about to bring that up. It was what was the name of the locomotive again? I completely
Prince of
forgot.
Wales, P2.
No, I mean like the T1. Like what was the number again?
Oh, the Pennsylvania Railway T1. I don't remember the
5550?
number, but I know what
It
you're
was-
talking about.
I
If
think it
there's
was
If you did,
5550.
they're
if you don't
rebuilding
know
that,
me,
and I think that's a great
right?
thing because if we rebuild something like that, the whole point they said is they chose the T1 because it is a different locomotive, and they said they want this locomotive to be an inspiration. So if they can build this
other than the
locomotive,
K2,
look at what
I
other
would
people
much
could
rather-
probably build.
And exactly,
other than the K2,
if they can rebuild a steam locomotive like that, it'll be utterly revolutionary because even though they are just replicas, if you use the same blueprints, you might be able to bring back like hundreds of classes.
Exactly. Now, one other thing I have to point out here that is going to make it even more groundbreaking is they plan on fixing all the problems with the T1, most notably the curves. It can only go on like
Kidding.
grand curves.
if,
Since
You
this
want
is
to know what would be really cool?
4440, no, 4444, this
Yeah.
could be articulated. So they're going to articulate it by the looks of it.
Oh, yeah,
like,
that's pretty cool.
if-
What if
if you
what if they made the S1 work? That'd be cool.
if
I
you
hope
were to
they
have
only
a fictional, if you were to
Yeah.
have a fictional class come back to like if you could, say you made a fictional class of steam locomotive, right?
Oh,
would you
I know
have-
exactly what
Would
I
you
mean.
have would you make it be a real class?
How do I say this? If the technology allows, then yes. Because have you guys seen the Galaxy Railways?
Yes.
I heard.
Well, I mean,
I've
not
seen
not
photos.
really, but I've heard of it.
Okay,
I've seen
well,
it like-
essentially think of it as trains in space. A mat that can fly. Imagine Big Boy streamlined and it flies through the sky, but it's the most powerful engine in the fleet.
I mean,
That's the fictional engine.
Well, if
Big
I
Boy
was-
wasn't.
if I-
Wait, but since when was Big
Mine
Boy
would be kind of
streamlined?
like.
Hello.
It was
Mine would be
never
kind of
streamlined
like.
in the series.
Yeah, no. This was a
The
fictional
engine
locomotive. He
here,
says.
Yeah,
The
I
engine-
know, but like but I've seen it. I didn't see any streamlining.
No,
the
it's
engine,
because it's fictional
the engine
from
that I
from
would
Dr.
bring
Rowley's
back,
history.
the
Anyway,
engine
move.
that I would bring back, it might
Oh, I
actually
just
be
remembered.
physically
You know what? Another
impossible.
engine I would love to bring back. What is
What?
it? You know the what's the engine called again? The J no. The one
J50?
James Space.
J15,
No, we still have one of those. We
J50.
still have one of those.
Huh?
We literally still have one of those.
Oh,
Wait,
It's in black grants.
did they,
but we still
wait,
have
did they
it.
did they scrap all the 9Fs?
No. The last 9F was called Evening Star, and that one was scheduled to be preserved the second it was built because it was the last one. But we have
Oh.
many 9Fs in preservation, one of which actually pulled a really long freight train of quarry rock that was to prove how powerful the class was and how
If I were to
underused
make,
it was by British Railways.
if I was to make a fictional class be real, mine would be physically impossible and would just clog up. Mine would be, I would bring back, I would make Ivor the Engine's class be real.
really?
Have you heard of Ivor the
That was
Engine?
pretty cool.
He's so small, his pipes might just clog up and he can't move.
You know, one I would make would be the
That is
prototype
possible.
of Henry's, but like actually make it like a strong engine. You know, because
Like a
it's kind of
successful class.
yeah, because it's basically an Atlantic, but with the extra
No, he was a Black 5, I thought.
No.
Yeah, bonjour.
Hello.
But can I say something about this?
Go ahead.
The E2s do look nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was saying,
they
like,
look
would
nice.
look really nice. They would look really nice, like coming back.
Yeah,
like
it's
they're
just that
big.
not
they're
denying
really
that.
useless. They're really useless.
If we were to make it on like a Huntsman Austerity chassis, like something like that, I would say that would make it work.
I think so. Yeah. Like
Because-
that's the thing, because like the E2s, like their bodies are so huge, but their like wheels are so tiny. Has anyone else noticed
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what are we
Their-
talking about
their
again?
wheelbases
like, you
were
know,
too long as well.
If like it's really sad seeing any steam locomotive be scrapped.
Hmm.
But if it's like a really bad and useless one, like one that everyone hates and no one likes, it's better that way.
Yeah.
If it's a British Railway class
have you
leader,
guys
then
heard-
yes, definitely.
You guys heard of this fever dream called Tongass the Train Engine?
I mean, the E2 never really was like. It was like more of a shunting engine, and it could not, go that far.
It couldn't
Yeah.
even
It's
go
more
around
just a
tight
shunting
curves
engine.
either,
all
so it's
the-
essentially
every
useless.
single-
Yeah. And in the
every
later
single
models
E,
of the
like
E2, they
E1,
had to make the water tanks longer because it didn't have that much.
If
It
I
couldn't
were,
go that far for
Yeah.
that
To
long
be honest,
runs.
I would
if you
honestly.
think about it,
Sorry.
if you think about it, the E1, the E2, the E3.
But
the
the
E4,
E2 did
all
survive
suck.
until at least the 60s.
Yeah, but that's
It was
Yeah.
only because of World War II. It survived on borrowed time, sadly. It wasn't
Yeah,
surviving because
that's
of
why.
World War
That's like the British people
If
were
World
using
War
the
II was
E2,
to
even though
happen,
it was made in like the early 1900s.
1914.
World War II,
Yeah, to be honest, if you were to make
Yeah.
the E2, you would just need to make like the one. What is it like how Unlucky Tug made his model? Like that's basically what you should do. Like a small tank engine, but can like be a shunter. You know?
Wait, what if they brought back like the streamlined coronation class?
Didn't the Streamlined Coronation class the Streamlined Coronation class came to the United States, and I think about it.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did. It was just having a headlamp, and it was in a Streamliners video as well.
What I think is funny is how one of the 10 class, which is the tank engine I was talking about earlier, hit some cows and went flying off the tracks.
Oh my god.
Even though they weigh 8 pounds, 80 pounds.
Oh my.
How could like 5 cows launch an 80-pound locomotive full of like probably 50-pound like
Oh, you know
freight
the
trains
reason?
into the air?
It's simple. It got underneath the wheels. British locomotives don't have cow catchers to plow things off the tracks.
The thing is,
It got
Unless
underneath.
you're a tram.
Some Australian locomotives have cow catchers, and some still get thrown off the tracks. So I guess it's either
And some
they're
just have
copied
skirts.
or that they're upside down.
I guess it's just the train's weight. I mean, you can see American engines how big they are. I mean, look at 844 or the smaller one of Union Pacific's.
I
That
might
thing
make a
is
video
still
on
pretty
this,
big.
but like I
Yeah,
was
they're
gonna
huge.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
No.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so I was gonna make a video. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video of this or not, but I'm wondering. So like, what should I do with this this spare diesel I have? So like, I have these spare driving wheels that could be really useful, but like, I don't know what steam engine or diesel engine I should base it off. So
Make a
what
porter.
does just a porter,
You could make it a fictional class.
You could try making a tram engine.
a tram engine. That'd be a good idea, but I would have to go with the same idea like Derek has back here, which is the wheels would have to be.
Or you could kind of base them off of Salty.
I have actually made one, but then
You could
that
do
was-
I forget the the tram, steam tram like Tobias.
You
I
should
think
do a
it's
Rustin.
J60,
You
but
should
you
do
just
a
don't have
Rustin.
the side plates. Like some of them didn't have side plates.
Yeah.
You should do a
I
Rustin.
actually made a tram engine, but like I actually made the whole coupling rods too. But the wheel, like since you know Legos are like 1 block long, adding those extra coupling rods would just make it like a 10 or even a 12 long wide engine.
You should make it a Rustin. They don't have any coupling rods, and they're like the smallest locomotive standard gauge ever made.
A tram engine, that'd be a good idea, but like I kind of want it. I don't know. I like the idea of the porter, but like I said, I like having my engines have the exact their exact coupling rods. So I don't know about porters because then I would have to take off Montana's coupling rods or figure out a way for Montana's new bases. So either my idea would have to be like that's the thing. I am
Wait.
making a saddle tank, but like I don't know. A saddle
I
tank.
just got an idea. Like
Go ahead.
maybe
Prosperity.
for those like extra drive wheels and stuff, maybe you could try making like some sort of scrapyard and you can litter them around as decorations for now.
That'd be a good idea, but I'm not planning on doing that. I'm making a.
Am I the only one? Am I the only one that thought Donovan Douglas was a J15?
No, I think I also did at one point because I didn't know anything about British. I was always looking at the cab forwards from the Southern Pacific.
British.
My British team.
British.
British.
It's a bit rude, isn't
Scott,
it?
can I share screen for a second?
Everyone here is probably American. I'm the only one that's probably closest to British.
Well, I mean, I am 25% English, so technically I do count.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not even close. I'm like 50% Italian.
I'm weird. I'm like Irish and like Peruvian and American.
Isn't Irish technically British because Ireland is in the UK?
I'm just Latino.
Yeah,
What?
guess you could say
Like,
that.
I'm just
English,
part
and that's
trained.
in England, which is in the UK, so
I'm
technically it's
Irish,
British.
eh? Wait,
If you're Scottish, Irish, or English, I think you technically count as British because it's all in the
I'm
UK.
considered Irish because of my grandparents. They're Irish descent.
I'm making a whole little series about like British trades, and yet
Oh,
I'm
you
I'm
could
like
make
the
an
Latino
Irish. You
here.
can make an Irish engine.
Well, Scotsman
That's
is
a good
actually British, yet he's
That's a
called
good idea.
Scotsman.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, can I share screen, Scott?
Huh?
I'm sharing screen.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'd be a good
If you
idea
can-
because I have these British engines, but I'm kind of tired of that. So I have an American engine, so maybe I can make another kind, like not Japanese because they're so big, but like I don't know. I know I
You could
can't
look
make
at
bigger.
maybe look at other countries. Like I know you said don't maybe not Japanese, but maybe look at Chinese or look at French or look at Australian or
That'd
look
be a
at
good
other
idea,
ones.
but I am
Oh,
trying
Am I
Have
the
you
only
seen
one
that-
thinking of one of those small German tank engines?
I mean, he has black
German
wheels. The Germans had red wheels, so it might not be the best choice.
Yeah.
never mind.
I like.
I mean, some of them do have black wheels, but that's pretty rare.
Have you
Scott,
seen
can
that
you allow my
YouTuber
screen
named
share?
you know that YouTuber Luke
Never
Tritton?
mind.
Who?
You know him?
Hold on a minute.
Cause he like
Let me see if this is good.
he makes these like massive Lego locomotives.
Wait,
Like he
who?
turned the Emerald
Triton?
Knight into the Emerald
Oh yeah,
Champion.
Luke Triton. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Give me a
he
second.
just easily makes these massive locos.
He used to, sadly. He doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I
I think
watched
his
him.
no, he actually he still has the Emerald Champion, and
He
then
rebuilt that.
and then he just made a Lego Gordon mock.
He
Like
did that. He's
like
thinking
a
about
Oh
couple
another.
wait,
ago.
Triton Lego Railway. Never mind. I heard of him.
He goes by Luke Triton online. He inspired me to do YouTube. I remember watching him back in the
Wait a
day when
minute.
he made the white medallion. He said it was based off the Southern Pacific Cab 4, and I thought, wow, he lives in California too. I thought
I live
he
in
lived in
Florida.
California
He
because
lives in California. I can do that too. Nice.
I thought he was British.
I was actually considering trying to do a collab with him because I thought he lived in the United States, but he lives in the UK. I thought he lives in California because of the cab forward, because I've been to the California State Railway Museum multiple times, and my favorite exhibit is always that Southern Pacific cab forward locomotive.
Really quickly, like about the suggestion for the German locomotives. I know like the wheels are red, and that's probably not possible. But I just looked at the French ones, and they look an awful lot like the German ones, but they all have black wheels.
So yeah, I'm thinking of making like more like for sure. I'm gonna probably make a red engine because like that's all I have at the moment, like mostly red. But like I like that's the thing. I want to make like a really nice engine, like kind of like a James, I guess, but like pull like my red engine, like my red coaches, just like kind of like a snooty engine, but like knows when to be funny or I guess kind. And I think like the 060 tender engine, I thought that was a really good idea, but everyone like some people in the comments kept telling me like it's just James, and I was like, well. But then like yeah, I'm thinking like even then I was thinking like let's just make a nice like a diesel in a nice red livery, and like everyone just says that he looks good apparently, but like that doesn't make any sense because everyone keeps saying like diesels aren't supposed to pull coaches. Well, not supposed to, but like it's not right, I guess. So like it just doesn't look right.
The only thing I kind of like don't like about it is that the wheels are really big.
Yeah. So either I just want to make a really nice looking engine. Well, not really nice, but like a one that looks like decent. That it would look nice pulling a long line of coaches, and not a tender engine because I kind of want to keep those wheels for my trucks. So yeah.
Question for you guys. Do you guys still like some diesels and think that we should still preserve some?
Yeah, I do like a few
Yes.
diesels. Only
Example.
like the early ones.
Because like
only
the
like class
example-
ones all the way
So
to
it's
class
maybe a
14.
class 42.
like cause
I have
since
to admit, the Santa Fe is absolutely just like
Oh,
it's just
like
beautiful.
the Super Chief.
I love the war.
yeah, like you
Yeah,
said,
the
super
Santa
cheap.
Fe, especially with the war bond paint scheme. And
Yeah,
they still, I think they still have like one or two of them in preservation.
They have like because like where I live, or I don't live close, I live far from it, but the California State Railway Museum, the one thing I have to say is how their collection started in like right after the transcontinental railway engines were beginning to be scrapped. The old Southern Pacific and Western Pacific, I think it was Western Pacific, shops, they got their hands on
Central
those.
Pacific.
Central Pacific, yeah, something like that. I think that was it. Yeah, Central Pacific. They took a lot of transcontinental railway locomotives and were storing them in the shops. And they were when these were modern, might I add, they were buying a lot of steam trains when they were just being retired, storing them in the shops, and then they built a museum. And to this day, they've not just been collecting locomotives; they've been collecting cabooses, coaches, and other rolling stock such as freight. And they've been collecting a lot of diesels, which would include the yellow and blue Santa Fe diesels. They have one of those. They have an Amtrak EMD F40PH. They have a couple, I think, Amtrak F units and an Amtrak Santa Fe F units from the Super Chief. They're collecting these things modern. They're putting them in the storage for like 30 years. Then they put them on display.
No, oh man. Sorry guys, I gotta cut the stream short. So say your final goodbyes.
Well,